Hey guys, I made this build for everyone who did not have luck this season with the gambling function. It doesn't have any mythics, it doesn't have sanctification powers, and you are still doing trillions of damage and can easily kill everything in up to pit 100, and can easily also do 110 up to 120. But up to pit 100 you're pretty much immortal. And in content like T4 you can just walk and everything dies. So we'll go over everything and I'll explain how to play it and I'll give you a summary of everything at the end. I got a lot of mythic items. You can get them from these dungeons with the mythic goblins, or from Undercity, or from fighting Asmodan, but during Sanctification I did not get anything good for them, or I just had them ruined. Yeah, so bad luck, but that doesn't matter because the build is good by itself, even without any sanctification powers. It revolves around armor, strength, cooldown, and critical strike chance. With tempering you want to do Engard, which is a passive that gives you a lot of armor and block chance. You want to masterwork armor, and when you sanctify, hopefully you get all stats, strength, armor, or critical strike chance. Now, if the gameplay is too hard in higher pits, just remove the corrupted gifts. Use Rahire for armor and 50% damage, and Variana for attack speed. Of course, we are using Judicator Oath from level 1 to 15, with basic skill to apply judgment, and with core skills to detonate. So, as you can see, all the bosses pretty much die with one shot. It's a really good build, from level 1 all the way to pit 120. So these are the skills that I have equipped. I use these skills for pits and for bosses, single target. You have 2 auras for armor, block chance, increased damage. Consecration as well gives you some healing and damage. We're using Spear of the Heavens to apply more judgment, and of course Arbiter of Justice is active at all time, and its wings also apply judgment. When you are playing Helltide, or you are doing dungeons or infernal hordes, just replace the blast hammer with the falling star, as I'm showing on the screen here. It's good for movement. You can go around easily, and it's much better. You don't need to detonate the explosions in T4, so yeah, just use the falling star. So these are all the skills that I'm using. You can see all the points, and again, I'll go over everything at the end of the video if you want to stick around. But yeah, basically just copy all these points that I have selected on the screen. Red ones are the passives, and the yellow ones are the skills. And make sure to put as many points in Engard. That gives you armor and a block chance, because this build damage revolves around armor. As far as the rune goes, we go with Ignient Tool, which applies the vulnerable and the freeze. And because we are moving constantly with this build, I'm using Buck with Quacks to apply double damage. So the gameplay is you walk around with Arbiter, it already applies judgment, but then you just use your spear for more judgment, and then you detonate it with the Blessed Hammer, and it does double damage. So we'll go over the gear right now while I'm playing pit 110. On the helm, I'm not sure with this aspect that I'm using. You can try different ones. I don't think it works because I don't see my fortification going up when I'm healing myself. But I think it applies the 50% increase armor, so since this build is based on armor, it's good. So try to get armor on all your items if possible. I'm missing it on quite a few, like on the gloves right there. And just copy all these aspects that I have on my gear. Try not to get the maximum resource. I get it a few times during Sanctification, but hopefully it's better if you get like all stats or strength or armor or anything like that. Maximum resource increase is useless. Yeah. So this is the rest of the gear. we are using only two uniques, the Griswold Opus and Seal of the Second Trumpet, which are specific for Paladin, and they both give us judgment. They give us judgment and critical strike damage increase. On the rest of the gear, on the amulet and the ring, again, try to get armor on it. If you can replace maximum life with armor, that will be good, but you do need critical strike chance, so keep that one there and try to get cooldown as well. Also, you need some resource regeneration, so that's why on the ring I have when I'm casting skills to restore primary resource. And on the amulet also you can replace that judgment explosion, put it on maybe the ring or your shield, and you can use there the arbiter vulnerable damage, which is much better option for the amulet. It will increase your damage significantly. So these are the paragons that we are using. On the first one we are using law. I started like this and I never replaced it. There are better boards where you can get more strength, but I think this is more than enough. 105. This is our main damage, the judgment damage increase. So yeah, I started the season with this glyph on the first Paragon board, and I just kept it there the whole time. As you can see, while we are playing this pit, our damage increases as we play. So it starts with lower damage, but then as arbiter stacks are increasing, it goes from 10% to 100% damage increase. So by the end of the pit, your damage is really high. On the second one we are using Spirit. The board is Castle, and you can see that the armor that I have currently gives me 2397% increase of damage, so that's why we need a lot of armor. The next one is Relentless, and we are getting damage and cooldown as long as we move, so make sure guys you are moving. And we are using Resplendence as a glyph, which give us our skills to reduce the cooldowns of our other skills. You can even replace this one with something else, maybe play around with the vulnerable damage, see how that goes. The next board is Divinity. We have 90% increased damage to vulnerable enemies. I've put this one instead of general 90 damage increase because it works better with the arbiter vulnerable damage aspects. And we are using Canny for non-physical damage on this board. And you can see here we're gonna kill this 110 Pit Guardian in just 20 seconds. So it's pretty fast. The last one is Shield Bearer, and it gives us 110 damage increase. It's based on our block chance, and we have the maximum right now 110, and we are using Hold as the glyph, which gives us additional critical strike damage and generates Fate. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's the whole build. I will go real quick through all the skills and paragons and gear and everything else right now, but yeah, just keep moving. You can use it from level 1 all the way to pit 120. I haven't tried over 120. I will in the next few days. When you start it, just go with your basic skills to apply the judgment, and then you don't have to use the blast hammer, use the shield to detonate the judgment, like when you start playing the build. Later on you can replace it with what I have right here. So yeah, that's it, guys. Very easy build to make, no mythics, there's no sanctification powers, you do tons of damage. Once you get the mythics and you get lucky with some sanctification, this build does quadrillions of damage and is capable of pushing pits 140. But until then, like I said, pit 100 is achievable with just this basic build and this basic legendary gear. Well, I hope this helped you guys. If you have any questions, just make a comment in the video, and I'll make sure to reply as soon as I can. But like I said, it's easy to make, easy to play. You're immortal in endgame, and yeah, pretty much one-shot everything. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Have fun.